how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Going Medieval, and of course, the Fort of Thatcham, where things are going pretty well, I have to say. I certainly can't complain. Construction's a little bit slower on the manor than I would like it to be, but I think when it's done, it's going to be kind of fantastic, so I think it's going to be kind of worth it. If a little bit flawed in the sense that it is going to be a manor that is maybe a bit of a pain to defend. So the fort is still very much going to be needed, but we'll see, what we end up doing with it. At the moment, though, what I do want to do is just lay out a bunch of these trees to be chopped down at some point, because I don't want trees growing too close to all of these buildings, unless they're trees that I've placed, like these little guys. So this guy needs to go as well. And that guy, I think that one's supposed to be there. That one's not supposed to be there. This guy's not supposed to be here. And just in general, I want to clear out as many of the trees that are a little bit close to the fort as possible. In fact, you know what? Let's just go into the fort and clear out all the trees that aren't supposed to be there as well. So that'll be pretty good for us, although it'll probably take a while because everybody is doing everything. There is so much going on right now, and I feel like we don't have enough settlers to deal with it. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, it really does feel that way, but I'm hoping that what we can do is, well, you know what, let's reorganize the jobs for a second. Let's turn everybody off of construction. So let's just move everybody to just straight up not do construction, and they can go do absolutely anything else, because I think that's going to be pretty good for us. In fact, we'll do the same with mining as well. So mining is going to be one of those things that nobody is going to do, because I want them to focus on convalescing if they're injured. I want them to focus on harvesting if that's what they're going to be doing. I want them to focus on chopping down the trees, and it's going to help us just get materials. It's going to let us do crafting. It might have us do a bit more research. Speaking of which, how are we doing? Not very well. Well, we're doing okay, but we don't, have enough to get anything else. Basically, I want to focus on all of the tasks that we have still to do before we continue building this. Settlers are starving? What? Oh, you're out here trying to fist fight a deer. Well, you know what? Can I get you to actually fight the deer? No. Can I get you to run away from the deer? There we go. All right, let's maybe have you, I don't know, you. I'm going to recruit all of you and move you there, because I'm going to have them fight the deer. I don't need them to do this. Oh, I don't want a heat wave. That's fine. Okay, I need you guys to attack that deer is what I need you to do. So you guys just kill the thing. There we go. And now you're not recruited anymore. All right. So we have a heat wave. That's actually going to be a bit of a problem. So we're going to flip the schedules a little bit. So what we'll do is say you guys are going to sleep from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, until about 1. That might not even be enough. You guys need to sleep from like 11 until about 5. In fact, I'm going to give you even longer just to try. I'm going to give you even longer than that. I'm going to do that to try and stop them from being miserable. I'm going to do a little bit of leisure either side of that, and I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of working, a gap of anything for 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of working, and we're just gonna copy that essentially down everybody. So they're gonna be sleeping at the height of the heat wave during the day, and what we're also gonna do is go in here and tell them to turn off all of the heat sources that we aren't gonna be wanting. So we need to lower the rooftops a little bit here as well, down to about that height. Grab you and turn you off too. And then I think what we can do is grab Goldina. You'll do the job. So you are going to go extinguish that flame, and then you're going to go extinguish that one. And basically this means that they're not going to be sleeping in rooms that are ridiculously warm. They are going to be a little bit unhappy about how warm it is. It is still going to be quite, toasty, but they're going to be working when it's colder. They're going to be sleeping when it's warmer. The rooms will be comfortably warm, maybe a little too comfortably warm, but they'll be all right. I think they'll manage. Also, this is going to be good right here, getting all of this wood, and having Baudry level up to level 10 marksman is fantastic news, because that means that we can get another marksman with a longbow, which is absolutely something that we're going to want. Although I'm pretty confident in saying that I don't think we can actually make a longbow right now. I'm pretty sure that's actually going to require research, and it's going to be fletching too. Yeah. So we're going to need that, which means we need someone actually doing research. So going into management, or sorry, scheduling, or whatever it is, jobs in a second. We do have a second library. So let's have a look at it and see what we can do. We have Cassandra, who is keen on smithing and crafting, who is currently enjoying entertainment. We have Goldina, who mostly does cooking. We have Anwind, who mostly does harvesting and things like that. So getting some people doing... What is wrong with you? You've collapsed because you're overheating. Oh dear. Allison, I think we probably need you to deal with Uthred's injuries a little bit. Although, I feel like the exhaustion that's kicking in is probably partly down to the fact that a lot of them were kind of working through the night and are now, you know, just now getting to sleep. But I was right. It is 38 degrees outside right now. The temperatures are starting to come down. And it's only 21.8 inside. So they're avoiding the bulk of the heat wave. And that's what we want them doing. We don't want them melting. We don't want them being too miserable. So that's what we're going to let them do. As for construction, I mean, this is just going to take time. But that's okay. I think my priority is going to have to be research. I really do. So Cassandra... I'm even going to turn you down on smithing. I kind of want you prioritizing research. Now you, Allison, you are a main doctor. You're also pretty good at well, tailoring. So what if we were to bring your carpentry down a bit and have you go... I don't know what you're doing right now. You're praying. That's fine. But if we could get 2 people working kind of exclusively on research, that would be great. So you're level 14, you're level 12, you're level 13, but you're level 6 with passion, though. That's the thing. Anwind, we can't really have you do much else. Goldina, you're kind of stuck to doing cooking. So yeah, Allison and Cassandra are both going to do research. They're not as quick as I'd like them to be. I think Goldina is, yeah, level 12, we get level 14, got level 13. But they'll level up, right? I mean, Cassandra's level 14 and doing it, so that's fine. So that'll get us some research, and we have 2 people doing it, so it should be nice and quick, is my thinking. It should be nice and quick. And hopefully that means that we're actually going to see, you know, things like fletching too sooner than later, because that's kind of what we want. We also have a ridiculous amount of raw meat lying around here, or 351 of it to be exact. So let me go and have a cheeky little look down in the stockpile, because there is actually a good amount of stuff down here, and there is a bit of raw meat down here. So what is this? This is carcasses. Let's just turn off carcasses on that. Let's do food raw, and we'll just allow raw food down there. But I'm going to say, actually no, and I'm going to just say raw meat. So we're only going to allow raw meat on that particular stockpile, because we really do have a lot of it. We really do. So that'll be a good shout, I think. Letting a little bit of raw meat be stored down in deep storage, right? That'll hopefully stop all of this from just rotting away into nothing. I mean, a lot of it is being cooked, but certainly not enough of it. Oh, I think based on the rain, the heat wave might actually be over, which is not bad at all. So let's go back into the schedule and let's essentially flip this. So you are going to be sleeping from there until about there. We're then going to let you do some leisure, I guess. And then I kind of want them to go straight into work. And I'm going to have them work until about there. Then we'll have them take like a 3-hour break with leisure kind of in the middle, where they can kind of do anything. We'll let them work again. We're going to kind of force some leisure into the evening there as well. I kind of just want them chilling. You know, I want them working a lot, And I want them to have some room to kind of work extra if they want to. But I also kind of want them to have room to sort of do whatever they want to do. So there should be plenty of work getting done, which is great. But there should also be plenty of fun getting done as well. Now, in terms of research, we're actually doing pretty well right now. I'm not going to lie. We could go into armor. We could go into research too. We could go into cooking. But we'd need things like iron. And I'm going to be honest. I don't think iron is something we can deal with right now. Now, cooking would be great, but fletching too is kind of what I wanted. So we're going to grab that, like we've done. We're going to come in here, and I want to make, I don't know, 5 of those. 5 longbows for the 5 archers that we have. I don't know if, I mean, we don't need, you know, longbows for everybody. One of them has it. Heloisa has one. Actually, Heloisa doesn't. Allison has one, but I'd like them all to have some good quality longbows at some point. And to be totally honest, you know, research, we're getting research pretty quickly. All right. So research is not a huge deal right now. We should also go ahead and make sure these are all switched on, just to make sure that all these rooms actually stay nice and warm during the night. Because they can and they will get a little bit colder if we let them. So hopefully that's not the case. Stone block cutting is available. You know what? I'm going to grab that as well because I'm curious about something. Does that mean I can build stone wall? Well, limestone walls I've always been able to build. What does it need? Just limestone. Interesting. So why would we make stone blocks is my question. So we have the stonemason's bench. I guess this would tell, if I place it, it'll tell me what I can get, right? So does that mean that we should build another, should we build another thing? I mean, I guess, so the smelting for, I guess the stonemason can work in here. It's not really the end of the world. So stonemason can work in there. What makes something a workshop again? It's kind of been a minute since I played this. So a workshop is stonemason and then 2 wall tool shelves. Okay. So wall shield decoration, wall tool shelf. All right. So bring this up a little bit, put it there, and that will eventually become a workshop, and that'll be kind of cool. That's kind of the point of that building. Although it wasn't quite for this exact purpose. It was more for smelting, but that's fine. We'll get mining going eventually. Mining is something that, as much as I want to do it, as much as I want to clear out the mines of Moria over here, we're kind of going to have to wait for everything else to get done first. Because as it stands right now, everything is taking so long to complete. But research is finally going quickly. You know, that's the good thing here. Research is actually getting done kind of quickly, and that makes me kind of happy. So hopefully that can keep up. I do also want to say that this should be a very high priority for book storage. And hold on, can I copy this? Yeah, copy settings. And then I guess I could do the same over here, right? So we do have some books there, but this should all be the same. So this should all be very, very high priority for book storage to make sure that the research books all actually get stored in these libraries. So we'll see if that happens. We'll see if the books start getting moved around. It would be nice if they wound up in proper storage rather than just laying in here where there's 65 of them. They can't rot away, can they? Hit points, 53. Why? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the idea that my research textbooks can rot away to nothing. That's that's new. That's kind of a unique mechanic, I guess. A bit of a weird one, but kind of a cool one too, I'm not going to lie. Man, they really are quick with this research. So we could go defensive if we wanted to. We could use some wood and mechanical components to make some traps. We can get reinforced doors, which I don't really care about. Cooking, we're still, you know, we need limestone brick, which we can only just start to make soon. We are also going to need iron for that, which I'm not thrilled about. So I think, honestly, what we're going to end up doing is we'll go into armor. I think that kind of makes the most sense. So we'll get that going, and we can put, I guess, an armorer over this way. Does this count as a set? Is this its own room upstairs? It's kind of hard to know. I think we're going to just go on the idea that it is its own room. Also, this table is huge. So I don't think we are going to put the armorer's table up there. I think the armorer might end up having to be its own building, or it could fit over in here when this is eventually done. It could go in one of these back rooms, which is fine. So that'll kind of work out. We'll do that eventually. I'm not super stressed about getting, you know, the armor stuff in here right away anyway, so not really the end of the world. And it's also kind of cool to see all this starting to fill up over here. We got the bookshelves in there and the bookshelves in here all starting to really nicely fill up. We get 280 allocated research, 9 chronicles laying about right now. That's kind of neat. That is definitely kind of neat. So is the stonecutters thing isn't in here. I guess no one is assigned to construction right now. That does kind of make sense. So that's fair enough. I guess at this point, my question is, what else do we prioritize? Because some of them are crafting, and we do actually have longbows being made. We have a fine longbow, a good longbow. So that's a sturdy longbow. You know, I longbow, you want longbow, he, she, me, longbow. Let's have you maybe grab that one, which I think you do have that marksman skill. You can go grab that one, I guess. I don't know if they're thrilled about being forced to equip things, but I'm also not really too stressed about it. You know, I'm not really going to be too annoyed if they don't like it, because they're using better weapons, and that's kind of what I need them doing, right? So like it or not, this is kind of the way it's going to be. They're going to start using longbows because the range on them is better, and I think they hit harder too, so it's just what makes sense, really. And then who else have we got? Aethelman. And we get Baudry. Baudry, your bow is terrible. It is actually terrible. So you are definitely getting a new one as soon as you make it, which is flimsy. Seriously? Seriously, fella? You made a flimsy one, and I think it's being trashed immediately. I love it. I love that. This guy just comes around the corner, takes one look at it, and goes, "Hey, get that longbow out of here. Look at the state of this thing. Who made this?" That's great. That's so good. That's so good. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. I think we should maybe start looking into construction again. So let's have Allison and Aethelman. And I don't necessarily want Anwind prioritizing it too much, but I do want Goldina and Cassandra to stick on their research. So we're going to have 4 people do priority 1 construction for a little bit, because they should have enough materials to at least build a good chunk of this. I think we might be running low on limestone or clay. Well, we have 192. We could be worse, but I think what we'll do, just for the time being, you know, we'll turn these off. We'll let everybody do the building that they can do, and then as soon as it's like, hey, you can't build any more of this, you don't have the materials, it's going to be a flip back to doing all the other work that they can do. I just want to see more of this thing get done, you know? I want to see maybe the front facade go up. And what are you doing in there? What are you? They're, they've got the entertainment room almost done with its little fireplace and everything. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's seems like, you know, it's jumping the gun a little bit, but whatever. You know, fair enough. I can respect it, I guess. Oh, we got that going up too. This is cool, man. This is going to be great. This is going to be great is what it's going to be. Getting this building done. It's going to be good. And everybody's, you know, rushing to do it. We've also got, you know, Cassandra and Goldina doing their research. So that's going to be coming along really nicely. I think wooden weaponry too would be nice, but we need a different type of research. We need these guys, the textbooks. So I wonder if going into research 2 would be an idea. Or if maybe finishing the current batch of research projects and then going into research 2. But the thing is, we're going to need both, right? We're going to need chronicles and we're going to need textbooks. And then that's for everything, isn't it? So even research, like distilling, requires all of them. So maybe what we do is we just let them keep researching for a really long time and stack up a bunch of chronicles. That doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Because then, you know, later on, we can just go and get everything, right? Like we end up sitting with like 1,000 chronicles. That's going to be more than we need, but say 1,000 chronicles. And then we swap out the benches for textbooks and we stock up, you know, 500 textbooks. And then 500, whatever the other ones were. What are the other ones? Theses. Theses? That sounds too close to something else. Theses. Unexpected thunder roared, crashing through the bruised sky. A violent presence, intruding like a bad omen, held echoes of a heathen god. Fork lightning flickered and blazed towards the ground, splitting a mighty oak. Can I just point out, unexpected thunder roared, crashing through the bruised sky. That is a beautiful sentence. That's like a lyric from a Trivium song or something. That is cool. I've also got no idea what a thunderstorm, what kind of risk this actually poses. Let me just check something. There's no well that I need, is there? There's no brewing station, campfire, armor, table. There's no like water source that I might happen to need. It doesn't look like it. So that's good. There's no fire fighting job, is there? No. All right. So this might just... I wonder if someone can just get struck by lightning. Or if are they just miserable? Do they just not like the weather? I don't know. I actually don't know. Oh my God. That was loud. That was kind of loud. All right. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. Why is there armor up there? How did that get out there? That's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. What is this? Oh, that's a mining spot. I'm an idiot. Okay, I forgot I put that out there as well. Okay, so they're doing their thing. I think research-wise, we are just going to go into getting more defensive structures. I think we will just get everything that we can currently get. And I think that kind of makes sense. I would like fermenting as well. I'll be honest. It would be nice to go into things like fermenting and chemistry, because then we can get into proper healing kits as well. Just getting a bit of everything would be nice. Although I'm also wondering, if I pause real quick and go to options, can I change my game's difficulty right now? Because I feel like it's too easy. I don't know if I can. I can edit my banner, which is fine. I can randomize it. I think I can from maybe the main menu. I might be thinking of a different game though. But it would maybe be nice to increase my almanac. Would that do it? No. It would maybe be nice to increase the difficulty a little bit. I feel like it's too easy right now. I really do. And not, you know, I'm not trying to be cocky. I feel like we need to be attacked a little more often. You know? That, again, that might be ridiculous, but I do kind of feel that way. Also, limestone brick. What is the purpose of limestone brick is what I'm wondering. Because we can make limestone walls out of normal limestone. So what? What did I just... No. What do we make limestone brick out of? Or what do we use limestone brick for? I guess probably decorative stuff later on. most likely. Which I guess is... Wait, hold on a minute. Decorative fence. No, even that's just limestone. I don't know. I am not really too sure. Also, I'm not really sure why I didn't bother to use these fences. They have so much better hit points than the tiny little ones I have been using, but... Well, whatever, I guess. That's fair enough. Wait, smelt items for metal? Oh, no, I know what that means. Take, you know, metal items that we have and smelt them down into, you know, the raw components. We don't really need to do that right now because I don't think we have much in the, well, flimsy iron two-handed mace. Suddenly, I think we should smelt things down for metal. I think that might be a good idea. So do it forever, but only on things that are, I guess, flimsy or sturdy. What is that? Good iron mail helmet. Hello? I guess you're wearing one. Cassandra, you're wearing one. You guys could probably put on better helmets, I'm not gonna lie. Anwind or Goldina? Who do I like more? Who is more? I feel like Anwind does most of our cooking, so go equip that. You're also, I feel like you're gonna need it, you know? Well, no, Anwind doesn't, Goldina does cooking. Anwind is the farmer, though. So, you know, having both of them kitted out is probably a priority, actually. Sturdy. Let's, Goldina, go and equip that, please. You know, you're not going to be happy about it, but it's probably not a terrible idea. So you've got that. Now what I'm thinking as well is flimsy, sturdy. Would you be better? So what is your weapon right now? You have a flimsy... Okay, you know what? What's the DPS on that? It's terrible. Would you be better with, like... I don't know, like an axe? No, probably not, to be honest. Let's have you go and equip this. Right. Because you're doing melee, you might as well be, you know, using something that can hit hard. Right. So now Goldina is going to run around with a giant polearm thing. Which you're probably not thrilled about having it force equipped, but you're just going to have to deal with that because it's, you know, just the way it is. That's just, you know, how it be. I'm just looking at the info on the right and thinking that we might actually be out of clay right now, which is a bit of a pickle because the lower part of this building is built largely from clay. So we're going to have to do something about that. We're going to have to get some people doing some mining as soon as possible. But the good news is that a good chunk of the building is still completely possible to build right now. Although, well, how are we doing with wood? That would be the other question. I guess there's probably just a lot of it laying around, huh? Yeah, it's just, so that's a stick pile, wood pile. Yeah, 2,810 wood in, actually in that selection right there. So that's probably enough to get this at least close to being finished. Which is great. That's kind of what we're looking for. We got little bedrooms popping upstairs. We've got, what does the downstairs look like right now? The downstairs is actually coming together in a pretty cool way. I have to be honest. I'm kind of liking it. I'm thinking we're probably going to want to, let's see, paste the same settings under this bookshelf. So essentially books, any book, high priority, we'll copy that and just paste it onto the other ones as well, so that we end up with like a nice little sort of library type thing in the entertainment room there. So that'll be great. We can turn these back rooms into something. I was originally thinking one of them would have a staircase that goes underground into another deep storage thing, but I'm not so sure about that. I might turn this one into like a deep storage kind of staircase thing, and then this one into some kind of little workshop type deal. I guess we'll find out is what we'll do there. I'm not really too stressed about, you know, whichever one ends up having a staircase going underground. I'm just thinking the one here would be good because it has that extra door leading to the outside, but at the same time, I don't know if that makes much of a difference. I don't know if it really matters, so we will see is what we'll do. We also have an actual bedroom here. We have a completed room in the mansion. That's That was unexpected. That came about a little fast. Wow, okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. I just wasn't expecting a completed room already. But, all right then. Fair enough. I'll tell you what we should probably do is have a look at research again, because we have 52 chronicles right now. So let's go ahead and grab cooking, even if we're not going to do anything with it right now. Because, I mean, we can go in here. You know, a limestone hearth would be lovely. I don't really see us, you know, I don't see us getting a limestone hearth right now. We don't have any limestone, and we don't have any iron ingots either. So getting both would be great. I just think we're gonna have to wait. And that's the other thing. Would it maybe be better to put like a hearth inside of one of these rooms instead of a staircase? Because, I mean, it would be cool to have a lot of production inside of the manor. And we do have a couple of rooms upstairs as well. So we could do a couple of workshops upstairs, do like a kitchen cooking area downstairs. Actually, we do have those 2 empty rooms upstairs. So maybe one of them still can be a staircase underground. And we have more research. So let's just go for defensive structures 2. And then blacksmithing, and then research 2, because that's when we'll go in for wooden weaponry 2. So we're getting there. Research is being done really quickly, which is lovely. You love to see it. Autumn blustered in with crisp mornings and cooler days. It was the season to prepare for winter, tailoring warm clothing and stocking up on food and supplies. Well, it would be nice if we had a manor to move into for autumn, but we don't. And I think that's probably okay. I think we're probably also doing okay in terms of food as well. We have 88 stews. We have 58 smoked meat. We have so much medicine. We have some roasted meat, plenty of carrots and cabbages and red currants. And just to be annoying, I'm going to start repronouncing cabbages as cabbage. Sorry. It's just, I'm bringing a little bit of that city skylines mentality over here. People get so triggered when I pronounce salmon as salmon. So, you know, good old cabbage. I think that I did that in like Banished, didn't I? That was a thing I did. I don't know how many people watch it. In fact, you know what? There's a question. If you've watched any Banished on this channel, leave a comment below, because I'd be curious, because I haven't played Banished on the channel in a long time. So if you've watched Banished, let me know. But also let me know if you remember the cabbage thing from, that goes back a long time. I feel old. It's such a stupid thing as well. It's so dumb. But yes, we have black currants, cabbages, and carrots. We're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna commit to it. This is what we're gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna annoy me or not, but we'll find out together. Is what we'll do. Oh boy. Armor glinted and pennants fluttered, each bearing 3 white crosses. First they prayed, then they purged the faithless. The church was as merciless as it was fanatical. Oh boy!